I think it often strikes the reader of the Scripture of why are all these genealogies here. One is we can't pronounce the names. Two, they live, and especially in Genesis, some of these men are living 900 years, and it only mentions one or two kids, and so it seems like very extra detail that has no point. And yet, genealogies have a very specific purpose. Their purpose is to compress history. So they're compressed history, but it's with a theological purpose. And so as we hear these names, we're supposed to remember of the stories that we know about the people listed. Now, as you read through, we don't know much about a lot of these characters. And yet, to hear them by name, they bring to mind specific characters and with that history and God knows these by name and He's dealing with them. But the way the genealogies are set up is that they have a pattern to them. So-and-so is the father of so-and-so at age whatever, and then he becomes the father. Well, the pattern is the pattern, and what we're supposed to particularly look at is when that pattern's broken. And so when there's a detail, a history, another factor that breaks that pattern, we're supposed to zoom in on that. So, for example, Matthew's genealogy compares to Luke's. Because one of the questions we have about the genealogies, can we date history from them? Are they fully complete? Do they allow us to date the beginning of the world? Well, Matthew and Luke, just compare the two. Matthew has 42 generations between Jesus and Abraham. But to get that, you have to count Jeconiah twice. While Luke has 57 generations between Jesus and Abraham. So just in those two, you can see that they're being selective. So being the father of or being the son of means they're in the family line. But this could be grandfather, great-grandfather. In one genealogy that we can compare between Chronicles and Ezra, there's a gap of 9 generations. So in Ezra, it looks like father, son. Chronicles shows us, wait, there's 9 generations between these two. So it's a way to compress history, but it does it in a theological purpose to show God's faithfulness. Because at the beginning of history, God made a promise. But that's centuries, millennia ago. Our memories don't work that long. We have a hard time remembering what happened in the 1800s. But by listing them by name, we have this account that God has not forgotten His people. And that promise made way long ago, millennia ago, He still remembers.